Hello everyone, this is Pamperchew. Today I am going to fix this amplifier. It's one of my friends and it was dropped. It looks like it was dropped on this corner here. And the faceplate all broke off, electronics and all. And everything looks like it can be fixed pretty easily though. Some of the holes down here that hold on the plastic faceplate are either cracked or broken off. So the plan is to maybe drill some new holes or possibly just hot glue it on. I'm going to take it apart and inspect the inside, because usually with anything being dropped, anything that has a lot of mass is going to have a lot of force put on it, like the heat sink or transformer. It's going to put a lot of stress on the FETs and the screws. So I'm going to inspect the board to see if it has any cracks. This is a low to mid-range amplifier. So it's an Onkyo R570. From what I was told, it's a 7.1 surround sound, and something of that size is probably not going to be super powerful. So I'll fix it anyway though, and let's take off the cover. Okay, now that I got the cover off and look inside, it has pretty small power capacitors. Those are the capacitors that supply instantaneous current to the power transistors, like when the base hits. A lot of times it doesn't have enough current directly from the power supply, so this stores a little bit of energy for like the base and things like that. You can see these power transistors are quite small. They're probably somewhere between 30 and 50 watts, but you have a lot of them for all the channels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, possibly a 7th one there. Usually they're in pairs. On the output here it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 7 outputs. It does have a pre-out, which is preferred, so you can send the signal to a decent amplifier, especially for a low frequency channel. So the first thing I need to do before I can even turn it on, I need to reconnect this ribbon cable. It looks like it goes into here and connects to this, so let's pull that out for now. And then I'm going to reconnect that to this board, because it's on the inside of this board. I'm going to take all the screws out and carefully pull this board off, because a lot of times these buttons will fall right out. And I'll reconnect that and super glue it on the edges so that it doesn't slide out again. After about removing 20 screws, the board came off. It has a nice vacuum fluorescent display. I really like those. Here's the main volume adjustment, and it turns forever, so it's digitally controlled. This sends a digital signal to a chip, which then adjust the volume up and down. I don't prefer those. I like the knobs that have stops. But here's the connector that I need to remount that ribbon cable. Just going to slide it back in. Alright, I plugged it in. It has a red light on the front. Let's see what it does. Oh, that's a good sign. Everything seems to work. Now I just test a speaker on it. I'm sure everything works fine now, but you know, you never know. One of these might have cracked. I doubt it at this point, but now it's just a matter of figuring out how to remount this faceplate. And this here, I'm probably going to use hot glue, since it's just a cheap amplifier. I'm not too worried about making it look professional or anything like that. Just a bead of hot glue along the base here, a couple new screws, and then hot glue that in place from the back. You won't see any glue from the face. It'll just be on the inside. The little headphone jack looks like it's going to need some soldering. Right here where that corner chipped off, that trace, I am assuming, went to this trace out here. So I'm just going to solder a wire from that point to that point. This piece over here that broke off looks to be just a ground connection. I can glue that back in place from the top and just solder a wire from, I can do that post to that post and that one. Just put a bridge across the 3 there. It's just for grounding, but that probably helps a bit with hum, noise, but I don't think it's really necessary. But I'll just do that anyway. Okay, so I soldered these joints over here back together, and the trace that got broke, I just soldered a wire from the point to the other point. Now I'm going to coat it with hot glue around the weak points. Got a glue gun over here, and then I'm going to start attaching the faceplate. Alright, the plug looks good from the front. I glued that in there, some hot glue. Okay, I got the faceplate hot glued really well, all the way across the bottom and up the sides where the brackets are. I got it powered up. Let's turn it on. Looks good. The phono jack is usable. Now let's just put the cover back on. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.